Hey, guess what Teresa's doing today?
Yeah. It looks like things need to cut. These are my house plants that have been outdoors, and the weather has changed. You know, I have the weather app on my phone. I look at it every morning, and we've had a couple really light frosts. All of these plants, except for the aloe stays inside, are outside under our protected porch. But we're getting cooler temperatures now, and it's actually a little too windy and 50 degrees out today. Too cold to even be out there to be even dividing plants for me. I'm not adjusted. So anyhow, what we're doing today, I have a Christmas cactus, which it'll come inside. And one thing about Christmas cactuses, they like their roots to be crowded. So I don't even have to uproot this or uppot that. These roots look not root bound to me. I'm just going to add a little more soil, and I am going to use cactus mix on my Christmas cactus. It's cactus,
Oh, that makes sense.
palm, and citrus potting mix. So I'm going to add a little bit to the bottom. And what I do with my plants, I try to repot the few indoor plants I have every season. Yeah, I can do a little more there too. And then come January or February, I may add liquid fertilizer. I just dilute my Miracle Grow half strength, and that's how I take care of these plants. I love outdoor plants, and I like seeing indoor plants as long as they can survive a little neglect.
What do you mean neglect?
I mean, it's just we don't have
the light.
We don't have the light, so it has to be low light plants, and things like a cactus that they could dry out, or my aloe, it can dry out. The cactus plant just sits in here. It gets a little more indirect bright light. So I just added a little bit more of the cactus soil to it. This is an easy plant to care for. You can see the new leaves coming out. And I was talking to someone last night, because this is a young plant for me. This may be its second year. And it says, once I bring it back inside, I will water this. I do not have a drain hole in this gorgeous little pot. I just set the pot within the pot. But before I put it on the table, that'll get watered. So the cactus plant is done. That's all I have to do.
How does that bloom? Doesn't it bloom?
Yeah, it does bloom.
Oh.
It gets pretty flowers. The flowers will come out of the tips. Last night, I think you thought that this was going to be a bloom, but that's how the leaves have that pretty red color. Oh. And the blooms actually have a beautiful pink flower, pinkish red flower. So hopefully we will see some blooms this November. The next plant I'm transplanting today fits in this lovely head. I have a picture that you'll see on the screen. It looks beautiful. And this is called the Fishtail Fern. It looked beautiful in this pot. It definitely filled out the pot. The leaves are fantastic. The color's fantastic.
Interesting.
It is very drought tolerant. I watered it maybe once. I did water it once a week this summer, and it had been in the pot so much.
Yeah,
you can see the profile of my woman here.
You probably can't see it a whole lot in the video, but we're going to try.
This is the nose. This is the eyebrows.
Yeah.
And it had been in this. This is one of my favorite pots.
Let me get in there. Yeah.
So even if this fishtail fern grows through the summer, I think I'll always will get another one. Look at the inside of this plant. So dramatic.
Wow.
And on her, the way the hair stood up, it's gorgeous.
It really looked good.
Really looked good. But for right now, it's going to go in this pot. Nope, that's a little too short.
How about the one at your feet?
Yeah, I've got a bigger pot for it. This will work. You want to have at least an inch at the top to water. So I'm going to put soil in the bottom of this. Regular potting soil. This is just my Miracle potting soil. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to this plant what kind of soil it has, as long as it drains well. And like all of my plants, I will water just once a week in the winter unless they're showing some signs. And not a lot of dry leaves, not a lot of damage.
Oh, it looks really good.
It does. So I'm going to stick this in this pot.
Does it have a name?
It's a fishtail fern.
No, I mean like a
A pet
a
name?
toenail on it.
No.
You know, like
No.
Dottie.
No, it's not Dottie, and it's not Sissy, and it's not
All right.
any of those things.
I probably would have given it a name.
So I'm going to top it off.
Like Chris.
What were you going to call it?
Chris.
Chris. It can be Chris. It's a fishtail fern, but what would be a better name for
Nemo.
it? Nemo.
Mighty Nemo.
It could be Nemo. Yeah, so we're putting
It looks good in that pot.
Yeah,
We have it set there. Because when it was up on the wall,
it's gorgeous.
it was gorgeous. But even there in that pot, it looks very, very
Yeah.
nice.
And this one goes right here in the kitchen. And that's probably all the soil it needs. And these plants that I am, that I had outside and inside, my indoor plants, have all been gifts from people. And it's only because, you know, I'm that gardener that once my perennial beds are ready for winter, I'm okay with not having to take care of plants for a while. But this plant last year sat right in here, and it still may be able to fit there. Boy, it's really grown.
So big, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see that now.
You know, maybe next year this lovely lady gets a different plant in her head. The next plant I'm going to do is, I know, my Swedish Ivy. And in fact, I had to have Reggie help me get it out of this pot.
Was tough. That thing was...
I like this pot because where it goes in the summer is, I took a pic, you'll see it on the screen. It sits in that lovely pot holder.
A vase holder.
A vase holder. And so this is shaped to fit that vase holder. What I'm going to do today, I'm actually going to cut it in half. And,
oh, no, that sounds so dramatic.
And I already have a plan because I've gone through.
Is it okay if I don't watch?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've trimmed off. I'm trying to prune up some of these longer stems, and I'm trying to lighten the weight on the top. So I've gone through and cut off some of the limbs. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put these in water. It's easy to start in water. I don't do anything except stick these in a nice little jar of water, and they'll root. And so then if this dies from me cutting it in half, I will have backup plants.
Starts, yeah.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Yeah. In fact, I'm going to get a little jar right now. I'm thinking of it. A glass or a jar or a mug. Let me just use a glass for now, for sakes of the camera. So we'll get those in the water, and they do root very easily. And so that's what I'm going to do.
So you just set that in the window and propagate? And
yeah, I'll just stick it in the window, leave it alone, and you'll be surprised. I'll keep you posted on when. I'm hoping this plant doesn't die when I cut it in half, but you know, it's the risk I'm willing to take.
Big knife, too.
I know. So that's what I'll be doing with that. And here we go. Surgery begins. I'm just going to cut it down the center here. Look at the roots on that thing.
Oh, honey, I'm not looking.
I should have got the hoary knife up here.
Yeah, I actually sliced bread with that knife. So.
I know. Listen to that.
You wash it up real good, right?
Listen to that.
I know. It is tight. It is bound.
Ta-da!
But it really didn't show any signs.
It really didn't shed too much.
Show any signs of stress or anything, did it?
No. This makes me very happy.
Well.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Now, if someone out there knows I shouldn't have done that, don't tell me, because this is my experiment.
Be nice. Yeah, be nice.
This is my experiment. Okay, so I'm going to add a little soil.
Not just regular potting soil.
Potting soil. I'm just going to add regular potting soil. It has so much space now.
Right here, babe.
Oh, let's cover that. You know, they're your plants. And you can do whatever you want to your plants. Oh, isn't that interesting? I need to get that out of here before it gets dangerous. I need a
paper towel, babe.
Where's a paper towel?
Paper towel.
There's a bee on the counter. And I don't want that. Sorry, buddy. You've got to go outside. Nope, you're going. I squished it. I'm sorry. I had to protect Reggie.
Door. Door.
Or myself.
We just had that discussion this morning.
Oh, Lord help me.
Oh, Lord help you is right.
Oh, Lord help me. So we're going to finish this by putting it in this nice soil. Get that tucked in there. Yeah, this is wonderful. I'm glad that worked out.
Look
so
how
well.
the roots really, they were really tight.
They were really tight. Oh, it's going to have room to breathe. This is going to make me happy and my plants very happy.
I'll just stay my usual cheerful self. Okay?
Okay.
Y'all can be happy. I'll be cheerful. No, it really looks good.
Yeah. It's what it needed. You just have to dive into stuff sometimes and just do it. And I didn't know what I was going to do today. And then I thought, I looked at the aloe plant, which is, oh my, you look at neglect.
Yeah, I
at
can't
its
even get it all.
best.
I can't. I have to back away like 20
Neglect. I've been looking at that.
Yeah, it's.
The aloe got very, very top heavy. And I saw it doing that, but it's outside plants for me. All right, good. That's all tucked in.
Looks good too.
Looks good too. I agree. And this will get watered in. Oh, this will be fantastic. I'm going to set this out of my way with the aloe plant. For now, it's going to sit right there. Okay. Because this needs
going in here.
Yeah, this will go in here. I'll plant that up off camera.
Good deal.
And that can be a gift for somebody. Maybe Lisa. All right, so now look at this poor aloe plant.
Oh, it's not that poor. I mean, it looks very healthy though.
Oh, but look, it should have been put into a larger pot. What I'm going to do today, though, these are all of its babies, its pups. I'm going to get rid of the big plant and just plant the small pups back. But that's a little prickly. I'm going to get my gloves right here.
It is.
And this plant, if this stays in my kitchen, this plant this summer, not only do I sometimes burn myself getting things out of the oven or on the stove, but I was stung 3 times by yellow jackets. I came in here and I would just come in and cut a bunch of the plant, a big leaf, and see all that nice looking ointment. And I would put that on the bee sting. It would reduce the swelling. If you have a burn, it reduces the burn. Poison ivy, it reduces the itch of anything. And then the bee sting gets itchy after a while. And so I would keep this handy. An aloe plant is worth its weight in gold in the kitchen. And thank you, Mimi and Isabella, for giving me this plant. Molly.
You call her, I think Isabella calls her.
Yeah.
Molly.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pry these little pups away from the mother plant. I have real gardening tools.
Yeah. Like I said, it's not like we use that knife.
No. I'll wash it. So we'll pry these little, look at all these pups. Yeah. So I will save some of these pups, and off camera I'll probably put those in little pots. But I'll get a couple of these really nice large pups and get that potted up in that pot. I'll probably put 2. These 2, I think. And
that's the mother.
That's the mother. The mother of all pups. It weighs so much. Sorry, plant. If anyone needs aloe right now. But these small ones will all have little pots downstairs. I'll put them in little 4-inch cups, put them downstairs, but these will be up here in this pot for the days that I do burn myself. And it's not picky about its soil either. You can use, a mixture if you wanted to of your cactus. That's a succulent, but you can, as long as it's well drained and it likes to dry out. Both the Christmas cactus, your aloe, they like to dry out. There's times I can go a week or two without watering the aloe plant. Let's get this one in here. Need a little more soil.
That's a little this
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
this all looks good.
it's still good. You can reuse some soil, add some new. I can't remember that. Nice roots. Put that one there, and this one here looks real healthy. Take that out. And that is what I'm going to do. That's all I had planned for today, is to,
You're just going to sit around the rest of the day?
no, I am going to go outside. I have a couple other outdoor pots that have annuals in them, and I may go ahead and just
Clean them up.
clean them up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get rid of those. Nothing major. But this makes me feel happy. Getting these, and they look so much better. Sorry about that. I don't know what to do with that big plant that's bent now.
Well, let's go over to the stove and burn ourselves a few times, and then we'll say, well, we put you to use, Mama.
So that's it. It looks like a mess, but it's not. These will all get put in nice little 4-inch pots downstairs. The next time I'll make certain I have this beautiful hoary knife, not our bread knife. So if you have out your indoor plants outside, your house plants outside, get them in, because if you gets below 50 degrees, you need to get them inside. And not only is our day today 50 degrees, but looks like I just looked at it, that this week you're going to be in the 30s. So they'll feel better inside where it's above 50. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching Gardening on the West Fork Zone 6B, West Virginia, getting her indoor plants indoors. Bye.